This is kind of gross. This is Idaho State Senator Dan Foreman, and recently he participated in a bipartisan forum in his home state. And during that bipartisan forum, a question was asked about discrimination in the state of Idaho. After Senator Foreman answered, it was time for another participant, candidate Tricia Carter Goodhart, to give her answer. And because Senator Foreman said that apparently Idaho doesn't have a discrimination problem, candidate Carter Goodhart replied that discrimination was in fact a problem in the state of Idaho, and underlined the fact that she was the only woman of color in the entire bipartisan forum. And that's when the forum took a turn for the worse, because that's when Senator Foreman literally and physically jumped out of his seat, used an expletive to address Carter Goodhart, and told her to go back where she came from. The only problem with that? Candidate Carter Goodhart is a Native American. And not just any Native American. She's a member of the Nez Perce tribe, which has lived in the very area where the forum was taking place for over 10,000 years. But wait, that's not the most important point. Stay with me, because I'm going to point out something else that I think is even more telling. Because you see, no matter whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, no matter who you're voting for, I almost guarantee you that you know that Senator Foreman represents the Republican Party and candidate Carter Goodhart represents the Democratic Party. Because up until now, I have not told you which party each person represents. But you already knew which one is which, didn't you? And that's the crux of it. The fact that Senator Foreman's tone-deaf order or inability to accept that Carter Goodhart has experienced discrimination just because he hasn't experienced it. The fact that those facts alone were sufficient to allow you to tell which one was a Republican and which one was a Democrat, that alone should tell you how you should vote in November. America, do your thing.